We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the Chiefs of taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. There he goes, left side. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, back to Achane. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Bucs at 14-2 heading into this final week. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 33, here's second down and 1. Achane here, they stay on the ground. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throw caught by Achane. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Devon Achane, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion right is Tony. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. A give, running right, Achane. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert now. A quick throw, but incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Set. 21.
Achane fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your 10th
anyone.
born.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied 7.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This ball deep for Tony. And incomplete on the deep ball. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Mahomes maybe a free play. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Achane to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Let's go.
Third and 2, Herbert. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on third and 2. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. In motion right is Tony. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7.
Buccaneers 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, go lion.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 7. Harrison Butker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Hey, Ray. Let's go. Hey. Ready?
Herbert on first down now. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
21.
On first down, it's Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Set. 5-9.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 45. 43, 43. Hey, 57, 57, coverage. Hey, rip left.
On second down, here's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
15, 15. Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion right is Tony. On 3rd down, Kidd. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Hey, Ram. Ready.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Home to trips right.
Now Herbert, third and goal, sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! Devon Achane with career touchdown number 60. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Mahomes. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 35. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 43 yards.
And the Sam Long first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them
home with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Buccaneers 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Achane on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going up top for Kupp. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 50, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
Set.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Achane with it. And you can sense the frustration now as they're going to drop him again behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devon Achane from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. This ball deep for Tony. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Chiefs.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This ball deep for Tony. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and
score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Throw caught by Achane. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw it here. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Crowd right. Let's go.
One last throw here for Herbert. Flushed out right. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Charles, a lot of happy faces.